1,000 viewers.
Alright, well, you're recording.
Alright. Well, you have to cut this out, but, so there's no Clinks, and no Invoker, and no who else did he say?
Puck.
Radiant team ban.
I guess...
Dire team ban.
Whenever.
Yeah.
Radiant team
Alright,
ban.
welcome everyone back to the second round of Dota 2 Replay's Brawl Tournament Qualifier number 3. We have SK versus mouz. They've met up now in the second round on the top part of the bracket. Last game, we just watched SK take on, help me out, Cap, Railroad. No.
Team Replica!
Team Replica, which was actually a little bit closer than I had actually anticipated, so shout out to Team Replica, thank you guys. The German squad. Shout out to our sponsors, Twitch TV, TeamSpeak, and SteelSeries, we heart you. And for those of you just joining us, my name is Chappie, and with me is the Capitalist, and we are the C Squad. How has today been going so far for you, Cap?
Like you said, it was an exciting game. Last game, there was some good plays by Team Replica. Unfortunately, they fell to Team SK. I mean, you can't really blame them. Losing to legends like this, you know, you can't really be too hard on yourself.
No, you can't.
Also, I just wanted to say real quick that the chat box is back up, and I know we had some audio problems last game, but we fixed those. So, if something happens, please let us know now that that chat box is back up. Thanks to Twitch TV for that.
Yeah, thank you. Also, I want to shout out the Beta Key giveaways that we have gone. It's ongoing. All you have to do to participate, boys and girls, is to have a nice comment, a productive comment on our VODs, on one of our VODs in our VOD section, which you should be able to navigate to if you're watching from our website, dota2replays.org. One of the tabs up there, it does say videos. So you click on that and you just comment on any one of the Brawl videos that we've had so far, and that will enter you.
10 seconds
that will simply enter you into maybe getting some beta keys. And you know, if you already have a beta key, guess what? I hear they're selling well, Cap, on eBay. I hear they're selling for a pretty penny.
Of course, you're not supposed to do that, but. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
You're not supposed to do that, but I mean, we're not. There's no way that we're like promoting that. I mean, if somebody wants to enter that already has a beta key, they're gonna do it. But hey, you know, we're just promoting our competition now. Anyways,
so your beta keys, the game replay style.
Yes.
Radiant
we
team
will also
ban.
but yeah. Anyways, about our sponsors, Twitch TV. Twitch TV is the world's largest video game broadcasting and chat community. And as you all know, TeamSpeak, crystal clear voice communication, and SteelSeries does not have a cool little slogan for me to say, at least not one that I'm aware of. So it's going to be that. And I'm actually going to take this time, and Cap's going to get a kick out of this, to shout out my nerdy little ladder rankings in...
Wow.
Wow. For those of you who are into rankings and like to complain and dispute and debate about who is the best team in the world, I made a pretty nifty little post. If you want to check it out on this website, go to the forum section. It's pretty simple. You can't miss it. The Dota 2 general discussion is the area. While we are waiting for this game to go underway, you guys can go ahead and flame me to all hell right now. I actually would get a great kick out of it. Don't get me wrong. It is a ladder that I am going to start maintaining that that should become starting Monday tomorrow. Starting Monday should become extremely accurate, especially next week though. After next Monday, every Monday I'm going to be taking an impression essentially, of what I have called Code S, the top 8 teams at the moment. And then every Monday I'll take a next impression, and obviously I will track movement in that way. But it's pretty interesting. It's not point-based like the awesome Ghosted Gamers, but that has its own advantages. The short of it is, you move up 50% of the distance between whoever you beat. So if Navi, who is currently in 8th, beats Fire, who's currently in 1st, they will then become 4th place. You don't ever lose position by losing. You only lose position by people hopping over you. The only way for 1st place to be dethroned is to get taken out by 2nd place. So go ahead and hop over there, flame me all you want, or just tell me how awesome it is, because I know it is. And yeah, and I'd appreciate that. So let me go ahead and hop back into the game here. Wow, a lot of stuff has actually unfolded while I've been out. A lot of the same picks from last game, actually. Anything that you've seen so far?
Yeah, way to go, Chappie. Your shameless plugging has
I didn't miss at all. Actually, I'd say I came in at a great time.
Alright, well, Slardar are being picked up once again for SK. They love them some Slardar. Mousesports able to pick up the Night Stalker due to banning Mirana and Shadow Shaman both being banned. So Furion and Night Stalker, 2 heroes that a lot of times we see bans. This time they're going to be seeing the first pick. Chen also in the game. And now, finally, we're going to see Tidehunter and Omni Knight banned for SK. Don't want to have Mousesports to have that team fight potential combined with the push. And then Mousesports banning Crystal Maiden and Voodoo. So there goes those supports. And now Queen of Pain being picked up by Mousesports. Queen of Pain, interesting pickup. We don't see a whole lot of Queen.
Yep. Well, I've been seeing a little bit more Queen than normal. You know, you can obviously throw the Queen in the same role as the Mirana or as the Windrunner. And since Windrunner is taken and Mirana is banned, maybe that's exactly what they will do. Throw him in that lane, hard to gank. Obviously going to be incredibly strong against any potential gank from Furion, especially our Prophet. So that's going to be very useful. He's a little bit susceptible to ganks from Sand King. We'll have to see how he can fare against that. But wow, there's a lot of I really like these disables, these stuns from SK. I'm actually probably my favorite hero in the entire game as far as just utility is that Vengeful Spirit. I mean, it helps everyone scale into your late game. Obviously, you've got that damage aura, and that bonus armor is just amazing, especially since it obviously stacks with Slardar. And then the utility of the nuke. I'm gonna call it a nuke stun because I'm pretty sure, unless they've changed anything, it is the single largest non-ultimate stun type nuke ability in the game. So you just can't beat that. Obviously, the ultimate from Vengeful Spirit is just the utility for that is just endless. It's great. It's great to have. It's great to also pick it so the other team can't, because it's also really good against Furion and against everything. But we're going to have another Slardar coming out here. Again, going to be played by Link. You can obviously almost guess because Link played it beautifully last game. Shout out to that Link. Oh my gosh, and I believe probably one of the first Tinies I've seen taken as the last pick from mouz. The first Tinies I've seen in a competitive game in weeks, I'd say. And the same with Quap. So, wow, mouz really showing us some new picks here.
Yeah, absolutely. Very atypical bans or picks coming out from Mousesports. Going to be playing, oh man, we're going to see so much action. Both teams have some very heavy ganking, a lot of team fight potential. Mousesports going to have to put some hurting on SK in the early game. Those night times are going to be so important because otherwise, SK coming out in the late game, you're going to see Furion and Slardar carrying SK. So as long as Mousesports can put in some hurt early, nice and early, they're going to be able to push racks during the mid game. Otherwise, they're on a timer, man. They're on a timer.
Yeah, I'm a little interested to see how SK is going to choose to lane this. If you go ahead and go down the bottom left and look at their heroes real quick, you'll realize there's no max range support hero. I have actually seen Nature's Prophets being laned, dual lane mid actually, because of a lack of that exact element that thank you, Rabbi, that 600 range or near 600 range support, and that can be problematic. So we'll see how they do. They're gonna have those three. It looks like they're head and bottom. That obviously is gonna be a very strong lane. Dual stuns. Mania is gonna be playing on SK. SK is one of the biggest things that people forget to realize as far as that stun goes is simply the fact that after you stun, you are in position to start auto-attacking. It really translates over to a higher amount of DPS. I like that ward play so fast. they'll be able to see any wards in the area placed by mouz anytime soon. We do have mouz, unfortunately for them, they already placed that. That is going to block that spawn. So there's going to be no
30
jungling from there, no
seconds to
pulling from there, unless let me go ahead and look over the items and see if there are any counter wards purchased in the game whatsoever. There are no counter wards purchased in the game whatsoever. So we do have 2 wards down bottom so far. One just blocking that neutral camp, and a very quick one out to watch that rune to try and see where they throw that ward out. Looks like the second ward is probably just going to be placed near that, or the right side portion of the bottom jungle. And we see someone spelling some names out on there, actually. We're going to see Furion kind of get sight of Rexy. Rexy going to throw that out. I wonder if Furion is going to realize that they went ahead and placed that ward there. Obviously, by a simple process of elimination, they can pretty much guess where that bottom ward is. So they should be safe, should they so choose to go ahead and counter ward that area and where they actually, where the mouz team has their ward to see the rune. They could probably predict that. So we're going to have Dement actually not doing much yet. This looks a lot like Fluff's, honestly it looks a lot like Fluff and stuff, the Chen player from Fire. Looks like a lot what he does, except typically here he actually has the counter ward. He counter wards right now, but fortunately for them, they do have wards up. They do see that illusioned rise coming towards Dement. Dement just kind of walking around, not doing too much productive, but the lanes have come out. Actually, it's turned out to be, well, before we go over the lanes, let's go over who's playing what, since there's nothing going on just yet. Miguel is going to be playing Nature's Prophet, Link playing Slardar, Angel on Windrunner, Wise playing our VS, and Mania on Sand King. All you.
And then over on the mouz sports side, you've got Dement playing Chen, Rexy on Lich, Trixie on Tiny, Sing Sing on Queen of Pain, and Sexy Bamboo on Night Stalker. And I like the fact that they changed up the lanes once they saw that Night Stalker was middle as opposed to Tiny. Slardar quickly going bottom. So now we're going to have a Slardar versus Tiny lineup, and that's going to be pretty hard to crush. There isn't going to be a real good wombo combo for Tiny to be able to hit on Slardar. He's a little bit tankier than most heroes, so he should be okay, especially if Vengeful Spirit comes in and interrupts that with a nice stun. Like you said, you've got Dement doing a nice job now into the jungle. Unfortunately, they do know, unless he did pop his smoke, actually. So I wasn't actually paying attention to that, if he popped the smoke in order to get into the jungle, in order to get behind middle. So hopefully we're going to see a nice gank in middle with that Centaur fairly soon. Nice use of smoke, doing work. Level 3 and Bottle coming out on Night Stalker. So they're going to be able to hit a nice nuke on Furion and maybe gank him. Furion being kind of high health right now. Actually, Furion teleporting to the rune at top, picking up the haste.
Oh,
nice job, nice map awareness there.
And that is just going to completely counteract the efforts of Dement here on Chen. Unfortunately, Chen is, he's still concealed. They have not spotted where Chen is, but with that haste, now he's going to be forced to just like be all hell with it. I'm going to go in jungle. See, there he goes in jungles. You cannot really gank him with that haste on there. He's going to get some nice harass out in mid on Sexy Bambo. And meanwhile, up top, the lanes have turned out to be Sing Sing versus Mania and Angel. Now that is a very, very lethal lane against Sing Sing. One of the, I really like how SK has basically decided to lane it. You need an instant stun basically to possibly kill a Quap. So it's a nice lane choice there. We're going to see a bit of a, I think they spotted Pink actually in the jungle. So now Miguel and Team SK know the whereabouts of Chen. He's now in full plain view of the award.
That is just so unfortunate. Man, spending 100 gold for essentially nothing. He's not even going to be able to farm very well. He's only level 2. Vengeful Spirit now chasing him out of the jungle.
Get out of here!
That is just, Dement is just going to be feeling it now. He's only level 2. He has no ganks, no ability to ganks whatsoever. So he's going to be seriously boned. And also it's at top, like you said, Queen of Pain is feeling the hurt all around. SK is just dominating their lanes right now.
Yeah, SK is covering all the bases. If you go ahead and take a look at the top area of the jungle, top lane, you see that ward actually a half dead from SK. That's obviously going to be perfect to spot Chen, who is now basically forced to jungle in that jungle. They're going to easily be able to see incoming Chen ganks, and they're not going to really have too much trouble from that. And not to mention, both of those heroes are actually great against Chen anyways, escaping Chen ganks. So really well thought out lanes here from SK so far. As down bottom we've got some pings. See that 4-minute rune lane. We got the TP down bottom. Nice ward control, rune control there from Miguel, our Nature's Prophet, getting every rune so far. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and check the last hits in mid. I mean, he had a haste. He's now got double damage. Let me see how kind of damage he's been doing. 13-5 versus 23-5. Wow. He desperately actually needs this double damage just to get back into the lane. He's been getting a very outlast hit, which is obviously expected by a melee Night Stalker with a quelling blade. I'm looking at it again, as we see some slow lane out there. But yeah, so and look, we got Chain. That's Chain. Chen's not Chen. We've got Chen heading back down bottom. He's gonna walk through that rune, unfortunately, so he's not gonna have any element of surprise.
Yeah, like you said, you really, if you're going to be playing heavy ganking Chen, which most players do, that's the most optimal way to play a Chen. Actually, in middle, Sexy Bamboo almost going down. Fortunately, he gets a refill of his bottle. But one more hit and he would have gone down. That would have been a huge change for Furion. He's going to have to teleport back now. But going back to that, counter wards. You really need counter wards in order to gank effectively with Chen. Otherwise, teams are going to be having vision up in order to stop that fairly easily. Yeah,
you're going to really limit your effectiveness. And that's kind of the difference between teams that are just known for running great Chens like Team Fire. They know how to make it so he is just completely imbalanced. You don't know where he is. He has free reign of your jungle. And so far that's not the case. So far Chen has had almost next to no impact in this game. As we have three up top. Quap does have a blink off cooldown. Gonna be able, there you go. That's exactly why you have a Sand King in your lane for situations like that.
Top
tower half dead though. That's definitely worth mentioning. As all the wards have just gone out on the map essentially. Top one about to go out soon. We'll see who can get the wards up first and have that advantage. And it is Dement. That is actually going to help them immensely. Dement. Mouz now going to be able to figure out where the ward goes up down bottom. They should be able to spot it before it's placed and then counter ward it to conceal his moons there, from then on. Top tower goes down. And that is going to be a very sharp turn back up as I miss first blood. Actually, we're going to have... I was just going to mention Sexy Bamboo's very strong farm is going to be a really big problem for the first nighttime. Actually, Sexy Bamboo is actually going to go down, but he does get that first blood. He does get that first blood gold, and it is nighttime now, so that'll be very useful for him. We'll see what we'll see what kind of effect he can have in this first night.
Yeah, I think the biggest factor is they did such a great job shutting down Sing Sing. He wasn't able to get as much farm as he really should have, and he wasn't level 6. So when they were pushing down that tower, unfortunately Sexy Bamboo had to make the choice of whether or not to stop and try and gank the Sand King Windrunner without a level 6 Queen of Pain, or just go for the Vengeful Spirit, and obviously that didn't turn out very well for him. He got first blood on a level 2 Vengeful Spirit. Not really worth it when you also give up a kill as well.
Yep, every minute counts at that nighttime. As we see him walking down bottom, he does have Urn. That'll be obviously useful, assuming he can get a kill here pretty quickly. Lots of pings coming out bottom, blue ping in bottom. They realize that there are, a lot of people down there, even though there's no ward to see it. Obviously, they're just walking into the jungle in plain sight, so we'll just be not, sly about this whatsoever. Let's see if there's double checking. They're gonna have a diver down bottom. Nice stun to Link. Any TPs coming in would be very useful. SK Link getting dived hard. He's definitely gonna go down here. Sexy Bamboo at half health. One TP coming in. 4 already alive. SK Mania gonna go ahead and stun it on Dement. Getting nailed by that tower. He's gonna go down as well. Furion TP down to reinforce as well. So really just a 1-for-1 exchange. Now 3v2, 4v2 actually. Everyone from Mouz is here. 4v2, SK Mania is silent. He does have some here. In a second, he's going to go down. Very nicely done. Off to a good start on this first night is Sexy Bamboo. They know one more is down there. They're going to go ahead and try and find him. He is in there. Let's see if he has a teleport up in 3 seconds. Let's see if he can get out in time. He's going to go ahead and try and... No, he's not. He's going to be killed. Oh, he's going to actually channel out. He gets silenced. He goes down. Nicely done. Wow, this is actually turning out to be a very, very productive first night here for Mouz. This is, I mean, really, they were down, but now, I mean, this is quite the nice momentum change for Mouz.
Yeah, SK, I don't know. I mean, they had a nice teleport in. It resulted in a kill. Unfortunately, just too many heroes at bottom. Luckily, though, Windrunner, Angel being able to pick up the top tier 2 tower, so that's some serious influx. Even though they lost a lot of kills, unfortunately, Bardock gets a nice stun. Hopefully, he's going to be able to get away. Urn is not going to be enough by himself.
Nice.
Another hit. Sexy Bamboo, he's going to go down. There, one more hit. There it goes. So Link living with 18 health. Great job. Nice stun. Great setup all around by SK team, responding to the Night Stalker ganks.
Yeah, meanwhile, Tier 2 tower actually, I'll push all the way back to the base. Tier 2 tower goes down well, it goes down, how do you say that? It goes down for, you know what I mean? Like, the tower did go down, it fell for mouz, but it happened in the favor of SK, so it's like, I don't know the correct way of using for. Like, it went down for both teams in different, I don't know. Anyways, the top tier 2 tower goes down, and we're going to say for mouz. Mouz's top tier tower goes down. We're going to have a bit of a gank down behind the tower. Rai is going to go ahead and start out with the stun on Rexy. They're going to quickly turn, though. Now Rexy behind. Shaka Shot comes out. Nicely done. Angel going to be forced to run away. Nice blink. The usefulness of Sing coming out. And he does go down. Sing Sing gets stunned. Now Mania is, that was the ult. Didn't do enough, though. Mania goes down as well. And the dust comes out. All 5 people from mouz are dusted. And they have that ward. They know SK Link's whereabouts. They know that he just dove back down into that forest. He does not have a TP either, so this should be a pretty dead. There we go. They see Link. He should be having some reinforcements from the sea right now. Silence comes out. Nicely done. No urn yet, but it doesn't matter. Going to be popped now. He does have 2 urn charges. And he's going to bottle back up, and this should be a nice tower trade there for mouz. Nicely done.
Yeah, and that all started from a bit of a miscommunication for the SK team. Rise behind the tower, hit a stun on Lich at the same time as the rest of his team was backing up. I don't know if he expected them to do some massive diving, but that all resulted from that one little misplay. Unfortunately, SK is going to lose a tower for that. Maybe, actually, it's a lot of health on that tower, but it looks like they're just willing to trade mid-tower for bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So it looks like we're just going to train some towers, train some hero kills.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Alright, well, there's going to be another tower down for both teams. The gold actually is still fluctuating. It's very even both ways. 3-7, though. More kills in favor of mouz, although the gold doesn't actually reflect that yet. We're going to have another tower here pushed from SK, the second tier 2 tower to be threatened.
Dire's structures are fortified.
SK Rise getting slowed. We shall see if they can do anything here. We're going to have the TP from Miguel up top. Going to go do some farm. Not really that farmed, actually, Miguel. Surprisingly enough, let's see actually how much gold he is sitting on. He has only 800 gold. Let me actually go over gold a minute. It's a good time to go over gold a minute. He does have 328 gold a minute. I don't know where his items are. Maybe on a chicken somewhere, on a courier. We'll see. We do have the hunt started. Sexy Bambo in he's not going to catch him. He's going to TP out in time. And really, mouz just sort of wandering around, not sure what to do. I like what they've decided to do. It appears like they're going to be pushing mid. They desperately need to equalize these towers. They only have 1 tower so far. The gold is 1,000 in the favor of SK. So mouz wants to equalize that with this tower, and they certainly will when they get this tower. It is nighttime for just a couple more minutes. They're going to want to go ahead and try and at least force this fight while nighttime is out.
Haste! Yeah, absolutely. There's just another couple of 20 or 30 seconds until the last nighttime. They really need to start putting the pressure and just burst down these waves real quickly.
Rexy in trouble. Rexy going to get spotted. He does nice ult. He gets some nice damage out. Does he have enough backup in time? Shaka Shot does land. Will it be enough? SK his stun backup in 5 seconds. He's not going to finish it up. He's actually going to be going down here. Nicely done. They actually get 2 kills there. So for if they had more burst, what would have been just a kill on Lich, could have been was turned around into 2 kills for mouz's favor. Not only are they going to get 2 kills, they're going to actually get this tower. So we're quickly going to see that gold graph dart back down towards Dire. As you see this tower get taken out there. Nicely done there from mouz.
Yeah, really great job. I mean, they're going to get the tower right before the daytime, so that gives them a lot more map control for this next 6 minutes of daytime. So that's going to be so helpful for the mouz force. Gives them some farm. They can back up, try and control these pushes that SK is trying to push down their throats right now. Get a little bit more farm for the next nighttime.
Yeah, we see SK Rise on VS coming out to counter ward, very necessary. We'll see if mouz has an answer for that anytime soon. We actually go over some items again in golden minutes as we had that action beforehand. So we do have 320 gold a minute on Nature's Prophet. Slardar sitting at an abysmal 200 gold a minute. That's not what you want to see 13, almost 14 minutes in. SK Angel at a very comfortable 350. VS at a pretty typical, not feeling too hot, 130, and Sanking at a pretty starving 200 actually. For the Dire, who has a slight gold advantage now, just recently, slight gold advantage. Chen at 190, pretty low, but he's been extremely active. Lich at 170, feeling much more comfortable than the opposing Vengeful Spirit. Tiny at 370 gold a minute. Let's go ahead and see what kind of gold he's sitting on in item sales. So he has his Blink. I'm going to go ahead and shout that out right now. Queen of Pain at 240 and Night Stalker at 270. So that Blink on Tiny should be a snowball effect. He's going to go ahead and get that stun out. Nicely done. Rye's not going to be able to get away too far. He should be able to Blink. He's actually going to toss instead. Beautifully done. Nicely executed. I like what he did there instead of blinking. He gave that kill to the very necessary hero who needs to snowball, essentially. They're going to have a go here, maybe? No, they're not. And there actually is a treant just chilling in there, so they're not going to be able to... Oh, no, that's from Chen. Never mind. I'm thinking that... Oh, that's not from Chen. Never mind. I saw him take a treant earlier down bottom when they were pushing, and I thought that it was his, but nicely done. They're going to go ahead and make sure that there's no sneaky snipe of Roshan. But yeah, we'll see how they can actually do during this daytime with that Blink on Trixie. They should be able to convert some kills here shortly.
Yeah, having that Blink much faster than Mania picking up his is going to be pretty huge. If they are able to keep down Mania from getting his Blink, they're going to be SK is going to be hurting a lot for initiation. I mean, you're talking about Night Stalker who moves real fast, can get in some nice nukes and nice harassment. Tiny pretty much instantly popping a hero at this point. If they're able to push in and just force team fights over and over again, SK is going to be feeling some serious hurting without their own initiation from Sand King.
Indeed, as I sneakily went to go grab water and came back in time just to hear nothing that you said, but I'm here.
Well, it looks like
sure
Slayer are going to be picking up his Vanguard shortly. Just needs another 200 gold. That's going to be really helpful, especially with all the massive amount of nukes coming out from mouz Sports. Level 9 Queen of Pain, a couple more levels. Once he hits a level 11, that's going to be a huge marker for mouz Sports. Going to be dealing all the more damage. It looks like a top 60 Bamboo could be in a little bit of trouble here potentially. He looks like he's going to back up before the gank comes in. So nice little bit of map awareness by him.
Cap, what do you think about that? Oh, what, we got action? Go ahead.
Yeah, hasted Rexy coming in, just scaring him off. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, what do you think about that ward there by tier 2 mid tower? What do you think about that? Pretty. I mean, I'm trying to figure out uses for it. Obviously, it's useful to see just movement, period, in general, towards the bottom half of the map, right? But I mean,
nice pickup by Rexy, picking up the final kill on Slaughter. They pick up 2 kills. Trixie and Rexy, the duo, doing work in middle, picking up 2 kills with their wombo combos. Nice job.
Nice. Top.
You said tier 2 middle tower.
Sexy Bamboo actually go down. Bit of a trade there. 4 to 12 though. But anyways, the tier 2, the ward at tier 2 tower. Do you see it? Mid.
Oh, by the secret shop?
Yes. Your thoughts?
Yes. I really like it. I mean, it sets them up for any potential Roshan really well. I mean, they just need to be able to push middle, and then they have vision. Also, you know, some great ganking opportunities. I mean, Furion can go all over the map, so any really offensive vision gives them opportunities to get in some nice ganks. Little atypical though. I'm usually I would place it sort of in their jungle, but you know, I guess that area when they're pushing middle works just as well.
Alright, well, the gold has officially dipped into the dire side. It's just about almost 1,500 in the favor of our mouz Sports team. They are, we got a bit of a combination going around. They are well within sight of SK though. Not sure why SK... well, there you go. Whatever. I mean, they could have sent that SK in there, sent that treant there a little bit later to see the actual HP, but it doesn't look like they're going to really be in a position here to do anything about this. No one is moving from SK.
Yeah, it looks like they're just willing to give it up. Angel needs to start pushing. He just nukes it down, so that's going to help. But if he could get a little bit of damage on that top tower, at least, you know, at least they'd be able to trade a little bit something. He's probably got another 15 seconds to do some work on the tower, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get there in time. Meanwhile, the rest of SK just perfectly fine with sitting back and getting a little bit of extra farm before the next nighttime.
Yeah, this is going to be massive. They pick up that Aegis on Night Stalker. Nighttime is approaching, and this could be an extremely damaging nighttime for SK. We'll see how it turns out.
Gem coming out from Sing Sing.
What's that?
Nice and early. Gem on Sing Sing. Queen of Pain. has a gem nice and early. So the nighttime, it's just over. There's going to be no map awareness whatsoever for SK. All the wards are just going to be gone. And then on top of that, Skeleton King is not going to have that freedom to be able to just stun and go invis at will. He's going to have to be playing much riskier. As looking at his gold, he does pick up this blink dagger, so that's going to be pretty big. That's perfect just for this nighttime. Picking it up 20 minutes. Once that next nighttime, hopefully he's going to be able to hit some nice counter initiations with that. Really, he needs level 11 though. That's another marker. If he can hit that. But hopefully we'll see some sort of gank right before the nighttime. If they can get a nice 1 or 2 kills here, that'll be huge. Stun coming out, Sing coming down, getting the stun, teleport coming out from Chen. Are they going to be able to get it? Oh, there goes the Chen teleport. Huge play by Chen.
Wow. Nice reaction there. That was a ton of burst damage. Blink comes out there from Trixie. They're on the hunt for somebody right now. And it is nighttime. He goes ahead and ults. And this is where the hunt begins. Let's see who they can find. Miguel going to get silenced here probably. Oh, he does get out just in time, and the TP from Rise as well. So they're able to at least escape unscathed there. Mania goes out. No one actually goes down in that exchange. We've got some TPs going down bottom. Link is up almost. SK Link and Miguel down bottom. The stun comes out there on Link. Miguel going ahead. Link actually turns around on Trixie and stuns. Now SK Link is actually down though. And Miguel can actually go ahead and TP out again. So Miguel gets out twice now just by the skin of his teeth. But nicely done there by Trixie and Blink and get that kill. As we see Sexy Bamboo go ahead and go on to Angel. Angel's silence. He can force staff. He can't do too much after that though. That's going to be pretty much it. Silence comes. There we go. Nicely done. 255 gold there for Night Stalker. As we see 2 dead again. And this is obviously a great start to the night for mouz.
Yeah, it's actually just now hit nighttime. SK Mania going on to mid, and no way he can get out. No teleports, no nothing. So he gets down. Vengeful Spirit picking up the kill from that. But unfortunately, bottom is pushing very, very hard. Double damage, so that's how he's going to be feeling some serious hurt. And I don't think there's really anything that SK can do about it. With a hero going down, Windrunner not being able to be there, they just really need to push, counter push as much as possible. Whenever mouz Sports is pushing one lane during nighttime, they need to be able to push the other 2. And it looks like that's what they're going to be doing, pushing top. Going to be back hopefully in time for the tier 3 base tower at bottom, if mouz Sports choose to go that far.
Yeah, this night could be the beginning of the end here for SK if they're not careful. I like what they're doing though. They're not committing too much to team fights. Obviously, they could have attempted to try and defend that, but I mean they're really at the disadvantage at this point. So, not. Well, I guess you could say just a good decision. Very cautious play there from SK, realizing that they are at a pretty significant disadvantage. 3,000 right now, and climbing 3,000 gold in the favor of mouz. We'll see that as they're going to head and rotate up top here, see if they can catch anybody, but everybody seems pretty good about getting out on time. We've got Rise with a TP, and obviously Mania with a Blink and a TP. They should be pretty fine.
Yeah, it looks like BKB going to be picked up fairly soon on Night Stalker.
This could be a problem for Bambo, actually. 3-1, he's actually under by himself. He's going to probably go down here if he's not good. Nice Blink in response there from Trixie. Trixie, one more hit, going to be enough to get that kill. Nicely done. The turnaround here, Sexy Bambo on the hunt. SK is silenced. He's actually going to get dotted. Nicely done. The earn there from Miguel on our Nature Prophet. Going to be enough to look at the use of earn right there. Actually, we've got SK Link back in. Unfortunately, his sprint is now just coming off cooldown. There we go. He goes ahead and use it. He's getting done. We've got the Aegis actually was popular from Bambo. Bambo now on the lookout for more people. Singleton going to throw that ult out. Now Bambo focusing his efforts on Prophet. Prophet's going to get away just in time. And a couple more kills as the gold lead obviously continues to just plummet in the favor of mouz.
Yeah, Angel at least is doing a nice job putting some pressure where he can, doing some damage to middle tower. Hopefully they can pick that up the next time that mouz Sports is distracted by a team fight. But you're right, every single time it's just mouz Sports is taking a little bit of bigger lead. Every single team fight that they force, they're getting a little bit more gold. The only way to really stop it, mouz Sports is just trying to push for time, trying to take some towers, get as much farm, push it for time, until mouz Sports is finally forced to try and crack open the base, and that's when hopefully we'll see some real big 5-on-5 team fights by SK.
Yeah, and the pressure they're applying is great. I was worried that they were not going to actually get a tower out of all the pressure they've been applying. up top. Although still, there's no guarantee. We do have some response here. Miguel is in the vicinity. So is Mania. Blinkgold is available, although it's only level 1 still at 24 minutes in. That could prove to be a problem, as we do see the BKB just about to finish on just a few hundred gold from BKB for Sexy Bambo. That's going to be huge even during daytime. But still, not really a whole lot of towers being taken, even after these kills. The kills are great, don't get me wrong. But as far as late game goes, Slardar definitely takes the cake. The good thing that mouz has going for him right now is that Slardar's not farming well whatsoever. Slardar has, what, only 230 gold. He's just working on a Vanguard and Treads, really just nothing after that. And that's pretty much what they've got going for them. If they can keep this pressure applied, and they do have a good deal of Knight left, so we'll see some more pushes here. We've got a congregation in mid. Tiny going to go ahead and head in as well. Look at Tiny actually has a mithril hammer, as I'm unable to speak, in his stash. He's working towards his BKB as well. And looks like we'd have a push maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Actually, though, the thing is that Sexy Bambo is up top. He's just content to farm. He's got a DD. I mean, I don't understand why you would want to farm. You've got a bottle DD. It's nighttime. I feel like you want to go in mid. You want to go try and force something. Angel's going to go ahead and get initiated on. That's not enough. Maybe if you had your Night Stalker with you, it'd be enough. They're going to just kind of split pushing right now. There's just not enough... there's a word there. Just not enough of it from mouz. I really wish they would push more as a team of 5. Maybe they'll go ahead and just rotate top. Looks like they are.
Yeah,
So
we're going to be just 50 more gold, 1 more hit, there it goes. He's going to be able to pick up his BKB in time for this tower, hopefully,
nice.
The next team fight. So I think that's what they were waiting for. They just had a sacrifice. Okay, we can waste a minute and a half of nighttime in order to ensure that, you know, BKB Night Stalker can do work. A little bit of risky, not, you know, maximizing your nighttime as much as possible, but it looks like against a powerful team like SK in their play. Actually, SK Link getting caught out, getting a stun. There goes the chain cross, bounces back and forth, actually goes on Angel, so that's not going to bounce anywhere. Heal coming out already from Chen, and so nobody goes down, and mouz takes some serious damage, but they do take the tier 1 tower. But hopefully that is enough damage for SK to be able to defend properly the tier 2 tower. Are they going to be able to give it up? But you know, at bottom, Nature's Prophet, huge amount of creeps trying to push the tier 2, so mouz Sports either needs to respond to the Furion, or they need to take their own tier 2, which it looks like that's what they're going to do with the double damage.
Yeah, I mean,
coming out already.
We do have Trixie. Oh, Trixie actually cancels the TP. Nice little fake there. I don't know if that was intentional. It must have been intentional because he started the TP and he instantly blinked. Sexy Bambo in danger of going down. He does have Lich armor. He's pretty tanky. He still has that BKB off cooldown. Nicely done. Tiny go ahead and land that kill on Slardar. They convert yet another kill, but that tower down bottom actually was defended by Sing Sing, so nicely done. We will see. The real problem with that last fight is Mania. It's still level 10. That ult did literally like next to nothing. You pretty much, even if you landed on everybody, you pretty much could be healed with like a mech heal. It did almost nothing. Dement getting caught here by a nice teleport there from Nature's Prophet. Nice blink and follow up there. Dement actually going to get caught out. Nice play there from SK. As several more minutes are left on the nighttime, we'll see if they can try and go ahead and maybe push another tower in. It looks like that's what they're doing. They have quite a long walk up top until they crack that base. Definitely, mouz is going to want to make sure everybody has TPs, because if they do go ahead and push it up, then they don't all have TPs. So Trixie's forced to go back, just because of the threat really of that push up top. But we'll see. And he's going to go ahead and farm up top. There's no wards up on the map whatsoever. Kind of interesting. Is that gem still present in the game? The gem is still on Queen of Pain. So that's good. I feel like they should be able to get some more wards up. Rexy on the Lich. Let me go ahead and open up the item shop actually and see. Actually, my item shop won't open. I can't see how many wards are up. I imagine there's a stack of 2.
It only a stack of 1 right now, but BKB being picked up very shortly on Tiny, as it looks like they're going to start looking for another Roshan. Must know it's coming up fairly soon. Probably in another 2 or 3 minutes. And it looks like we have smoke coming down on middle, maybe setting themselves up for a nice little gank. Looks like they're actually going to back up. Trixie jumping in on Link. They're trying to pop him, throwing him at the Night Stalker, but it wasn't enough. Night Stalker getting stunned. Now chain stun big ulti coming out. Night Stalker, one more hit, he goes down. Night Stalker is down. Hype coming out from SK. They're turning this fight so hard. Hopefully they're going to be able to pick up a couple more kills. Dement sacrificing himself in order to get Rexy out. Nice job. Limiting the amount of deaths that go down. So 3 heroes go down for absolutely nothing. SK picking up 3 easy kills. That is a huge team fight for SK.
Yeah, definitely. And unmistakably a blunder there, unfortunately, by Trixie, choosing to go on the first person he saw, which was easily the most tanky person on the team in Slardar. He blink initiated on Slardar, did absolutely nothing. I mean, that initiation did nothing. That initiations are supposed to do. It didn't put you on a good setting. He didn't have any backup anyways. He was a little bit too far out front. And what it set up is it set up his team to come in behind him with a nice level 2 Sand King ult actually came in. He did what it was supposed to do once BKB Tiny comes in. He's going to throw out his spells. Not going to do a whole lot. They're actually just bombing down this melee Varus. Still BKB Trixie. Nice ult comes out there. Actually, no, the ult actually stops. Now Link is in danger of going down. He should go down. Indeed, he does. Scream Pain gets that kill. Now look at they kind of overstay. They're overplaying. Ryze goes down as well. All they get is a tower. But that being a base tower, it's kind of worth it. We'll see if they can get another one. Nicely done. He's going to go ahead and toss the Sing Sing in, and Blink should be up as soon. Blink already is up. Oh no, Blink's up in 1 second. Oh, he does jinx the stun. It doesn't matter. He's going to go down. Blink should be up to toss. Where's the Blink toss? There it is. Blink toss. You got toss, man.
Another charge. Alright, there we go.
Very slippery. Unfortunately, they kind of... did you... Let me double check if there were buybacks.
So the one misplay by SK results in the one misplay by Mouse Sports results in tier 3 to tier 3 tower going down. Man, I'm contracting ear disease over there.
Hey.
But it was all because SK did such a great job counter-pushing that they took down all the early towers, and that all that was left was the nice base tower with a little bit of damage on it already. And so the whole reason that SK is set up the way they are in such a good position for another team fight and they might be able to take Rex is all because their early strategy of avoiding team fights and counter pushing as much as possible. Furion, big part of that. Windrunner also. Those 2 heroes doing a great job. Been pushing and counter pushing towers as much as possible.
Definitely back and forth as we see daytime come out in the game, sort of just kind of settle down. Still not a whole lot of vision. We do have a ward in mid there from SK and a ward near the Ancients that is just about to die out here in a few seconds from mouz. Those are those are the only wards on the entire map. Everybody's kind of wary of this Rosh because that is pretty much what needs to happen. This has been too much of a stalemate so far, and Rosh will probably be the difference maker. We'll see if they can get that nicely done, though. We do have Furion leaving his Trant in there to see any kind of attempt. And they are still congregating around Rosh. Meanwhile, we got nice movement here, nice farming from Nature's Prophet. Although you'll notice the Nature's Prophet, he didn't go any farming items, and because of that, he hasn't really farmed miraculously well like Prophets are normally expected to do. As we see some more Treants heading in to Rosh, just making sure that nothing fishy is going on, as we're just going to have everybody kind of disperse and farm the jungles. Literally, that's all that's happening is farm the jungles. Let's go over some items. Let's take a look. We do have Orchid. That's a very useful item. Obviously, Orchid taken on Nature's Prophet. Ogre Club, it looks like the start of a BKB for Slardar, working towards that. We've had Force Staff for a while on Angel. VS, just with a Vitality booster. Mania, he's had that Blink Dagger for a while, now he has a Vitality booster. For mouz,
of the wood.
Chen not farmed whatsoever for 32 minutes in, really struggling, just Arcane Boots and Mechanism. For Rexy, he's had that Force Staff, that's a nice pickup. I really like the addition of Force Staffs into the metagame. You can honestly kind of attribute that to Fire. They really just popularized that. Mouse Trixie, he is very farmed. He's had that Blink Dagger, Arcane Boots, and recently the Black King bar. He does have Drums of Endurance. As far as Sing Sing actually also has his 11s up top, though we have a bit of engagement here. Yeah, you're going to get killed very quickly. Nicely done.
Great play. Mouse Sports, that was such a great play. That is exactly what you have to do when a Furion's in the game, is you have to be able to predict when Furion and where Furion is going to be teleporting in, and they did it brilliantly. They had that push coming out. Furion saw it and was like, oh, great chance to get some farm and some counter pushing in. and he teleports there, and instantly 3 heroes right on top of him. Huge play by mouz Sports, because on top of that, they're going to be able to hopefully pick up a Roshan kill after that. SK probably not willing to fight 4-on-5, especially seeing as its nighttime is down right now. So,
yeah.
Great play by mouz Sports. Another thing I want to talk about is great job picking up the Orchid on Nature's Prophet. That's going to be doing some serious hurting. But on top of that, what do you think about Orchid going down on Sing Sing? Looks like he was opting for a little bit more individual gank, picking off heroes as opposed to, say, Staff of the Aghanim Scepter.
Roshan has fallen to the dust.
Doing a lot more damage and a lot less cooldown, which allowed them to force team fights a lot faster.
Well, like you said, obviously it facilitates their ganking, which I mean, I would have a problem with it if they weren't ganking, but I mean, they don't seem to have a problem with that. They seem to be ganking pretty effectively, so I don't have a problem with it. Obviously, you're not, especially if you're going to be trying to kill Nature's Prophet, you're not going to be able to kill him as Quap, so it's very useful to cancel teleport the spell with Orchid. Obviously, you're not going to be canceling Town Portal, but you know, still, you obviously by default you're going to have Miguel trying to use his teleport if he's one-on-one with a Quap. Pretty even fight though. Obviously, they have relatively even farm, but no, I kind of like it. The only problem I'm having is that, again, there's not a whole lot of wards. Definitely not a whole lot of aggressive wards, as you might expect. You might expect more aggressive wards here from mouz. mouz has the advantage. They have the gold advantage. Albeit it's not that much anymore. It's kind of dropped down after these last couple engagements. But they have the gold advantage. They have the massive kill advantage, obviously. So you would kind of expect them to press that advantage with more offensive wards, especially in the jungle. A jungle with a jungle that they're going to be farming. I mean, look how stale this game is. They're obviously going to be farming. You get some smoke out. There's no counter wards coming out from SK, none whatsoever. In fact, what's the golden minute for? Yeah, 157.
Look at where SK Link's at. Like, do you see that?
SK Link. Yeah. What's he? Oh, he's way over. Wait, where is he? I don't even see him.
He's
TP. He's left.
On his
Okay.
portrait. He's all the way up at the top.
Dire's bottom tower
He's
is under
been hiding
attack.
there. He was hiding there with Nature's Prophet. They backed up. I think they thought they were getting ganked, and they backed up. And I'm not sure if he's like glitched out or what, but now he's still there. Like
he's just
I can understand it for like the first 20 or 30 seconds they were there, but by now he has a teleport up. I'm not sure what's happening.
Oh, he's
there
going
we
to
go.
use
There
it.
goes the teleport.
Yeah, that was interesting. He was taking a breather, maybe. But yeah, like I was saying, not a whole lot. I mean, you can catch these people easily. But what I'm saying, you put some wards out, you put some offensive wards out, you start utilizing some smoke, and you really press your advantage as mouz. But right now, honestly, they're letting SK get back into the game. Like I was saying, SK has the late game advantage. They really do. I don't care if you have a BKB. We do have a smoke gank coming out, actually, now that we speak of it. But they just don't have enough information on where everybody is. So far, they're just going to go with what they can see. They can see Link up top. They're going to guess that there's somebody around the Ancients area. And they should easily be able to get this kill on Angel to get the silence out fast enough. Oh, they're going to actually go ahead and switch targets on Mania. Nicely done. Mania going to swing around behind the trees. He's actually going to be out of vision now. They have yet to convert any kills on anybody. Rye is going to be swapping. He swaps Angel into the middle of trees. Pretty interesting swap there. But still, I mean, even if they had a ward up on the Ancients, like where Windrunner was, like if they had any just somewhat offensive wards, I mean, that is definitely a more offensive ward than the ward that they have. We see that ward down bottom. That is a ward in front of Rosh. That is an ultra defensive ward. It's good if you're going to do Rosh, and they did do it. But I mean, they just have no offensive. They're actually going to have a go here. That was just a misplay, just a sheer misplay there by Riot even being out there. Nothing special that mouz did in particular. They just kind of took advantage of the misplay. But still, we're going to have a 5v4 advantage here. No buyback gold, obviously, on PS. Being a support here, they can take a tower here pretty easily. We'll see if they can make anything more happen from this. Going to start damaging this tower. mouz Sing Sing ready to blink in with that Orchid on cooldown.
I say, Angel has just been playing phenomenally this game. I mean, that push stick, instantly. The moment he saw Sand King was silent, and it wasn't him that they were going on, he instantly pushed stick Sand King, and it saved. I mean, mouz Sports blew 2 BKBs. They blew a ton of spells. They blew nighttime. They just blew everything in order to try and get these kills that, because of a really fast, amazing push stick by Angel, just completely counteracted everything that mouz Sports did.
No, it was a great. You're right. It was a great play there by Windrunner with that push staff. Nature's Prophet. All right, that's a big pickup.
Nice.
Nicely done. We'll see if he can use that. He's trying to turn the tides of these fights. All right, it is nighttime, full swing. We'll see if we can get a push here. Now it's 5v5. They unfortunately had to wait. They have a really weak push. Unfortunately, trying to push against this Nature's Prophet has not been very possible for them. Yeah, there we go. We need to get some more AoE in there, but still, even with that, it's like they're losing the push against just Furion's creeps. This seems to be a problem. They're actually pretty weak. Where are the creeps from Dement? There are none. Unless I'm missing them. I'm not seeing any creeps from Dement, and that'd be extremely useful for these pushes after they can try and catch somebody. Is he just choosing not to... He's just choosing to forego the use of his hero, essentially? I'm not sure what's...
Yeah,
what
I
the
think,
thinking
I
is.
don't know, they must have died because, yeah, I haven't seen him for a little bit, but Sing Sing, they had forced it back, huge creep wave coming in at top. Unfortunately, this whole entire time, like you said, the proverbial clock, so to say, is ticking. SK Link, 900 gold. I mean, if he just gets another 500 gold, he has BKB, and that completely turns around fights. A Slardar with BKB, fast running, bashing, stunning, a lot of damage coming out with minus armor. Slardar, who can't be stunned, who can't be anything.
Yeah.
That's huge in a team fight, and Mouse Sports is just not being able to press their advantage. I mean, SK is doing a great job. I mean, that was a great push at top, setting into motion. Mouse Sports had to back up. And so they've been doing a great job counter-pushing. It's just Mouse Sports just hasn't been able to shove it down SK's throat. As once again, Prophet goes top. Once again, pushing that top lane. That is so important. I mean, with no tower, the Mouse Sports has to play very carefully and can't afford to lose a team fight, which also would result in losing Wrath at top.
Well, yeah, it's clear Mouse knows what we are saying. It is very clear. They're not leaving mid. They realize that, hey, we need to get this game over with and put it in the bag. We have the slight advantage right now, and it isn't even that much. It's only about 4,500. It looks like. But we'll see. This tower's going to go down. It's a tier 2 tower. Now you make the push.
Structures are
It's the tier 3. Maybe we'll see. Excuse me. Strong push coming up top from Miguel.
Middle tower
We'll see if they can do anything. They really, really, really want to force a team fight here if at all possible. And no, they're going to be forced to back. The onslaught is coming. The wave of death from SK is pushing outwards. They're not going to be able to catch anybody, and they're just going to be forced to go back and farm their own jungle now. So this is slowly creeping. I mean, they still have a gold advantage. Don't get me wrong. They just took that tower and pushed a little bit further. But I mean, like you said, Slardar with BKB. There's literally no answer to that on this team. They don't have the Beastmaster. They don't have They don't have like a Viper or anybody. They don't really have anybody that can kite him around. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do to a BKB Slardar. And let's see, what level is Slardar at actually? Let me double check. Slardar SK Link is at level 13. At level 16, this would be huge.
Well, it's not the best answer to it, but Assault Cuirass is being picked up on Tiny. Something that is a great counter to Furion pushes is Boot to Travel. Unfortunately, there are no really good heroes to pick up Boot to Travel on Mouse. I mean, every single hero, even Hag, you really need those treads on her. She's just so squishy otherwise, and it's just unfortunate that they don't really have one, any answer to Furion pushes, or two, any answer to their own pushes. I mean, they don't have... The best they have is Chen Freeze, which this late isn't very good at all. I mean, the only other pushing skill that they have is Tiny Toss. That's the only thing that does any good damage to towers at all, and that's obviously not really a pushing skill at all. And that's the only thing that they have. So they have all this ganking power, but no way to really end the game.
Yep, we are 42.5 in right now. We do have the push once again being attempted here by Mouse coming down the middle lane. We'll see if they can make anything happen. We do have quite the side push, actually. Look at this great play here from Furion, honestly. Doing everything he needs to do to just minimize the damage of this oncoming push here. We're going to have a blink initiation in there on Windrunner. Can the silence come out and finish it off? No, it can't. Not in time. There was no Orchid in the area. Unfortunately, Sing Sing, I mean, that would have been useful for Sing Sing to blink in there and grab that and Orchid that right there, and then that might have been a kill, but no, they're going to get the kill. Sexy Gambo does have Aegis. He's going to go ahead and drop that. SK Link comes out. He is BKB'd. Lots of armor. Fortunately for this team, you do have Lich, you do have Mech, and you do have that AC. Obviously, Trixie not going to be your primary target here, unfortunately, for SK Link. And now his BKB is 60-second cooldown. They're going to have another go on Bambo, followed by another stun. Sing Sing BKB comes out, nice burst damage, easily able to take out Slardar, nicely done. One down so far for SK2 to be here shortly. Now Ryan's going to be caught out as well. Rise goes down, that's 3, and that's easily going to be this first Rax here for mouz. Nicely done.
Radiant's middle barracks are
Absolutely, a beautiful jackal shots going down everywhere by this by Angel, but they cannot defend the tower. Melee Rax easily going to go down. They're actually jumping in on Nature's Prophet. He does have sight though. Nice shackle shot again going down. Queen of Pain in a little bit of danger. Looks like they are going to stick around for the range racks as well before they back up. And now backing up, top tower, getting pushed in. Going to have to defend that. But great job by mouz Sports. They finally were able to force that good team fight and take the racks, and that is exactly what they needed. If that team fight had gone wrong for them, I would venture to say it would have been over for mouz Sports. They would have been losing a racks at top, and they wouldn't have any momentum, but now they do. Now they have momentum, they have middle push, so now they can sit back and just control the map as much as possible, get in some ganks, and eventually push in another racks, and typically it's just 2 racks down, typically the game's over. It's too hard to come back from 2 racks, so if mouz Sports is able to come pick that up, that'll be huge. BKB being popped on Night Stalker. That's unfortunate.
That's questionable, yeah. I mean, I've done that
by
before.
the way, he really... he's regretting so much selling his Quelling Blade. Every single time, Fury has just been on the lockdown with those trees. He's been a huge factor in locking down Night Stalker every single time, and he doesn't have any tree cutting abilities, so he's just forced to sit there.
That's a good point. He should have probably kept that, unfortunately for him, but hey, you know, whatever. I feel like maybe it's viable if to get a force staff, or to, you know, are there any force staffs? Because a force staff would be monumentally useful. There's this one force staff
on Rexy.
On Rexy, okay. Well, Rexy needs to keep an eye out on that. Obviously, you need to break out your bamboo. We're gonna have an engagement here. It looks like we're gonna have a go here on Mania. Mania gonna go ahead and sandstorm to safety there. Still, now it's just what looks like 3v4, 4v4. Near Rosh. Let's see if they can do anything here. There is a ward, and that ward does see the entrance. They does see mouz starting to filter in there. They see that there's 3 there. They don't know that Dement is nearby. Dement again with no creeps, no neutrals. Alright, we're going to have a go here. SK Link not finding a very good target, unfortunately for him. SK Link not doing a whole lot. He's going to go ahead and go on Rexy. Look at SK Link having no impact whatsoever. Rexy going to go ahead and go down here. Mania, not even, just, look at Rexy tanking. Rexy not even dead yet. I keep wanting to call his death, but he's not going down yet. Mania goes down, 3 dead there for SK, only 1 for mouz. About to be the 4th here as well. Nicely done. They're going to have a chaser for, not Miguel, but Angel. Trixie's blink comes off cooldown in 8 seconds. The blink there from mouz. Oh, nice toss, nicely done. Going to go ahead and get that slow out and stun to follow, and Angel's going to go down. That's the team wipe there. It should be basically Rax number 2 here for mouz.
Yeah, you know what? A huge part of that team fight was Sing Sing. Boots of Travel now has Boots of Travel. After he finished up his BKB, he picked up Boots of Travel, so now he can address those Furion pushes, and he was pushing top, picked up double damage, and was able to get in there into that fight using Boots of Travel. On top of that, we're going to see him with Necro Book now, so that's some additional pushing and some team fight power. With the recent buffs to Necronomicon, that is going to be some serious damage coming out from Queen of Pain as they take another Rax. So there goes the 2 racks. Now the question is, it's not necessarily over, but it's going to be a very huge uphill battle from here for SK Gaming. It's not, they're not giving up. They can come back, but it's going to be really hard. mouz Sports has to make some pretty big mistakes. Otherwise, Furion is going to be the biggest thing. If they can somehow win a team fight and Furion can sneak in a Rax at top, that'll even it out a whole bunch. But unfortunately, they're going to pick up Roshan, and it is the 3rd Roshan, I believe. So it's going to have Aegis and Cheese on it.
Yummy.
So that's big for mouz Sports.
Nummy. Yeah, no doubt. And look at the goal difference. I mean, it's 12,000 in the favor of mouz, 47 in. That is huge. The real problem here is that even though Slardar is a great hero and capable of carrying Lich armor is just, and Curax, I mean, he's so sufficiently countered. His minus armor is a non-issue. It doesn't even matter. If he right-click somebody without amplify damaging them, it does literally nothing. And even if he does amplify them, there's so much bonus armor. It's unfortunate for this SK team. I mean, sure, Lich is pretty low on the totem pole as far as who you want as your you know, as your support heroes. But when you incorporate Slardar into the game, his value immediately jumps way the hell up, and it definitely is showing here. He's obviously thrown that shield down on everybody. That shield gives what, 9 armor. At level 16, it's a minus 16 armor from Slardars. We're going to have a bit of an engagement. They actually do not know. This is a nice little bit of a play here from SK. SK creeping into the jungle. Kind of going to catch him out in this push. This is actually a brilliant play. But let's see if they can just have enough damage. Look at that armor. Armor comes out. SK doing jack. SK Link, their carry, their hardest carry, does absolutely nothing. No damage coming out whatsoever from SK. The ult comes out, not going to bounce, unfortunately, for Rexy, but it doesn't matter, actually. Angel's going to try and TP out, and he's going to get taken. He's going to get stunned there by Sexy Bambo. 2 down already for SK, and that looks like it's going to be the third and final push here up top. It's going to be the end of the game here shortly, looks.
Yeah, really great job by Sing Sing. He got silenced by the Furion. He responds with his own BKB and silencing in turn Furion. And really great job. I mean, that's just the difference between going Decisive Ice and going BKB. With Orchid on Orchid, BKB is going to win out.
There's literally no damage coming whatsoever from SK at this phase of the game. You need, I mean, there's just the farm. There's no farm, and of the farm that is taken on SK, it's not on Slardar. I mean, there's just no damage. There's absolutely no chance here. Obviously, the final tower coming out here. The final racks. Expect a GG here shortly. Great play though from mouz. I mean, mouz. Most would say mouz is not the favorite to win this game. So really convincing, strong play here from mouz.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was very disciplined play, even though they have a heavy gank strategy and they don't have, like you said, they don't have the long push. They still executed their gank strategy so well. They were able to keep Slardar down so far that even 50 minutes into the game, they're still able to take the throne. So really well-disciplined play by mouz Sports. Hopefully we'll see them dominating some more teams as this tournament goes along.
Yes, in other tournament news, the lower part of the bracket we've got, not the losers bracket, just the lower part, we've got Next KZ, who went ahead and defeated Fnatic, so Next KZ moves on. Next KZ is going to be playing the winner of Pool Sorcery Sum versus Evil Geniuses. Evil Geniuses obviously the favorite there. And then we've got obviously mouz Sports moving ahead. Nice big victory over SK, and they're going to be playing the winner of Experience versus We Watch Chinese Dota. So we will be back shortly, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.